fall and die, and I question why. But I can't feed them, got no water this evening. My eyes are deceiving, not sure I believe them. When I'm alone, alone, I cannot see them. When I'm alone, alone, alone. I planted some seeds and wait a couple of weeks and thought you'd come to see them, but you're too busy these days. So I pulled off the petals, succumb to the devil. Guess I'll just settle for being alone, alone, alone. I cannot see them when I'm alone. To believe in our love, you've taken the meaning from my love for life. Now love I find when I'm alone, alone, alone. I cannot see them when I'm you, I just can't see no more. Might have been stupid of me, 'cause we were never to be. Without you, I just can't see no more. When I'm alone, when I'm alone, when I'm alone, when I'm alone.
Hi, I'm Omahrose and I'm a singer and songwriter and I'm based in London. I don't really know what inspired Alone at the time that I wrote it. I wasn't really going through the things that I'm talking about in the song, but maybe it was some sort of deep-seated fear or fantasy potentially playing out, manifesting itself in the song. But it's basically about the kind of process of recovery once a relationship breaks down and you find yourself alone. There's something that happens when you find yourself alone, and I think it's, of course you feel like the ups and the downs and the sadness and you know, one day you feel better and then the next day you feel worse again. But there's something else. I think there's like a kind of a blossoming within you, like a growth, like there's some sort of new life that's breathed into you, and like you can sense that it's there, but you can't really touch it or like feel it. You can't get to it really, and I guess you don't have the energy to like nurture it at the time. And I'm kind of like speaking about that in the song, and also just how you then spend your time kind of wasting your time on trying to prove to this person that's left you that you're, I don't know, better, prettier, cooler, wiser, with the intention of trying to get them back, I guess. And you have to face the reality sometimes that that person doesn't care because they don't really see you in the way that they saw you before. So I guess it's kind of like having to face the reality, the harsh reality that it's just you now, that you're just one and that you're alone, and what that looks like now. A real kind of facing yourself. I think that's what this song is about. My creative process changes all the time. I think it's like, I'm not sure it's like a one-size-fits-all kind of situation, and I think that's just because it doesn't always work the same way. It comes to you in different ways and at different times. But I think the most kind of consistent thing that I do is that I'm just like always writing lyrics. Like I'll write when I'm traveling or, you know, commuting. I'll write at home. Quite often I write late at night because this tends to be when, like, I don't know, I think of a lot of things late at night. I don't sleep till very late. And that tends to be when I'll kind of mull things over and they'll form themselves into like lyrics. So there's like tons and tons of notes in my phone and notepads like all over my house. And then I guess like later on they kind of find themselves in my songs, mostly because I'll be playing or creating melodies, or in Logic kind of doing like loose arrangements of some kind of musical ideas that I have, and I'll kind of go to these notepads and these notes on my phone and kind of, yeah, they'll move into these songs. So that tends to be the way that I do things. But I also collaborate with people. We'll write together in the room, and also like sometimes people will send me beats and stuff and I'll write to that. So yeah, it changes all the time, but I just feel like I feel like my brain is constantly thinking of like projects and visual ideas and lyrical ideas and melodic ideas, and I don't know, I feel like it's quite like therapeutic to me. Like I make music or make art to manage or make sense of my thoughts and feelings. I've been thinking recently that I'm not sure if I would be able to make sense of things in my actual life if I didn't kind of process them through music. So yeah, I guess it's quite important to me, but it's quite all-consuming too. I definitely don't go many minutes of the day, hours of the day without thinking about it in some way. But yeah, therapy for me, I guess. So I grew up in a pretty musical household. My mum used to sing and like sing in choirs and stuff when she was young, and my dad just liked to listen to a lot of music, so there were always like records playing in my house. And he listened to a lot of like soul and Motown and some funk and R&B. And I think that was kind of like the accompaniment to my childhood. There was pretty much music in my house every day, and I think I was just one of those people that kind of sat a lot in my room, like writing things and singing and like recording my voice and putting down ideas of like creative ideas and stuff. So yeah, like that. I was like absolutely that stereotype of just being kind of completely and utterly obsessed by music from day one, really. So I'm from London. I now live in North London, and I grew up in Southwest London. And then like outside of that, I guess I've created a community of my own, and of musicians and producers and other creatives that I like to work with. So yeah, I'm really lucky to have those people around me and to be able to make music and art with them.